about to go. Like, yo, come on.
Let me see when that check clear. Keep it black and y'all in the rear. Transparent, let me make it clear. Make a meal and we out of here. She by the 8 and I'm by the 5. Talk game, push me to 9. Different line with a different dude. Different hue, I got a different view. Higher red, Carolina blue. Nubian, we fade to black. On the island, you see the view. Hashtag deserve that. Couple around with a couple of rings. Couple of chicks, that's a couple of brains. Double the time and we double the change. That's a double tap, we just double the range. No better than to with us.
That was and is the New Being Collective right there. That was track 5 of their new album, off of their new album, dropping here today on Play by Ear X. And we're here with 2 of the founding members of the New Being Collective. Please introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm Defano, leader of the New Being Collective. If you guys check us out, you might see me wearing a mask. That's me, and I'm here with my boy.
What's good, everybody? Kyron Scott, DJ and lead MC for the New Being Collective. I'm the hype man on stage.
Yeah. It's good to be back.
Yeah. Welcome back. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
You guys are like, I get a lot of people in here, but you're the most together professional. No offense to all you other people out there.
I'll be like, I still got stuff to work on, so that's good.
No, you're early. You got it together. You know what you're doing.
Yeah. That's what's up. Right?
It's working.
So what was the name of that song we just heard?
That was Y'all Know Better, which is kind of like the lead track for the album. That one kind of is the glue for the album, with us being a hip hop band and a band full of musicians, rappers, singers. We grab auxiliary musicians as well. That one's just kind of the glue as far as it's making a statement, of course, and then it also has a few elements of Black Power and just confidence, you know what I'm saying, and what you're doing, and that nobody can mess with you.
True.
On your craft.
That's true. You know what? I forgot to do something.
Yeah.
That wasn't just the New Being Collective. We also heard The Grateful Dead, Ramble on Rose from Europe 72, released in November of 1972, and Outcast Roses from Speaker Box, The Love Below, released in May of 2004.
And by the way, if y'all are hip hop fans out there, Andre 3000 is number 1 on my rapper list. So a lot of times artists have to get up and say the top 5 MCs. I'm not gonna get into all that, but I'm just putting that out.
I think it's a good choice. I think it's awesome. Put it out there.
Yeah.
Manifest.
Yeah.
Because we were just talking, we would like those guys to
get together.
Exactly. Yeah, please. Thank you, Outcast.
Yeah.
But let's not talk about Outcast. We're here to talk about the New Being Collective.
Yes.
And lots of things going on for you guys besides this great album that you're dropping here today. Where, when, how is this all going to go down? After.
All right. So.
Here.
Yeah. So coming up real soon, we have the Strange Fruit Festival.
Yep.
Which is on April 15th, downtown Greensboro at noon. Be food trucks there, be other artists performing as well. But we're actually gonna basically perform this whole album during that set. I don't know how many times we will be doing that, but this is gonna be somewhat of a special show, a coming out like type thing. Like, hey, this is what we can do. But yeah, so definitely that's what's going on.
This is your second festival on Strange Fruit.
Yeah, second festival with Strange Fruit.
Yeah. You guys were on here last year promoting it, and it seems like it's taken off.
Yeah, it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, a lot of work's been put into it. Really impressive. This is a nonprofit endeavor. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so basically, So like I said, before we were on here, how me and Kyron, also over here in the studio, we both had kind of like got away from music and stuff, and you know, we ended up on the phone and just talking and everything, and decided to put the band together, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, also I met Venus, who you know, and we took a few
I don't know
trips.
Venus
We went to
at all.
we went out of town a few places and in town or whatever, but just went to different concerts and music venues and all this other stuff. But anyway, long story short, getting talked into doing music again, and just if I wanted to do music, whether I make it or not, I just wanted it to mean something.
Right.
So that's kind of how Strange Fruit Foundation came up. You know, is so that we can offer equal pay, kind of like to BIPOC musicians in general, especially grassroots. You know, those diamonds in the rough.
Yep.
Because you know, I was a struggling artist, I was a struggling musician, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people are talented, but they don't have the outlet. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's kind of what we're about.
Because the New Being Collective is more than a band.
Yeah.
I mean, it's reaches out to many different ways to take care of a community, which I love that.
Yeah.
And do you want to
Elaborate on
elaborate on? Thank you.
I say from an artist standpoint, the band has definitely helped out. We help out other artists developing the craft. And as an artist myself, as a writer, I consider myself a writer that loves to rap. So for working with the New Being Collective, working with Strange Fruit, I'm starting to understand a lot more about the business aspect of it. That helps me influence my art as well. So for me as an artist, it's like a big portfolio. You get to learn everything in one fell swoop. So now as an artist, it's not just about the art. Now when I go out, even as a solo artist, I know how to talk about businesses, about if they're gonna book me as an artist, this is what I need from them, and this is what they need from me. So on all aspects. So it's just like a big think tank for artists, and it's incredible.
And I love it. You know, the time that I spend with Venus, because you know we've known each other for years, and then meeting with you guys in the past and now, and then looking at your website and what you do, it really should be the outline for all artists to try to get out there, because it's very impressive. If you guys, anybody out here is listening, you really should go look at what they're doing. What's the website?
newmainstream.com / New Being Collective. Actually, just Google New Being Collective.
Yeah, and it just pops up. That's what I did.
That's probably the best bet.
But I mean, they really have. You really do have your hand on a thing. It's more organized than most,
right?
And it's really impressive. And if you really want to try to make it in the music industry, I would check out what they're doing, because it's very, very cool. And they're also musicians. The New Being Collective. That was It's All Right.
Yes.
Talk to me about what is the background of this song.
Oh man. So actually, this is a beat that I made way back 2010. I don't even know when. But anyway, I kind of had these beats laying around that I was like, I'll never do anything with these. You know what I'm saying? And then, like one day we was just sitting around, chilling, talking, drinking, you know.
What?
Maybe smoking.
What?
And,
that
and
doesn't
just,
happen.
Yeah. So, you know, we're artists, so. We really are
creative juices going.
But no, so anyway, Kyron, he started writing, I started writing, and it just kind of organically came out this one. It wasn't really forced at all. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? I think I came up with the hook and we just started writing.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
But it can be easy that way.
Mm-hmm.
Working with fam is just that easy.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you guys known each other? Sometimes.
Oh man.
Look at his
We have known each other for a while, so like even we did a Tiny Desk edition recently, and there's this song of his. Well, that's on the album as well. But anyway, they wanted a backstory and everything, and I was like, man, that's pretty deep. But so anyway, me and Kyron, whenever Kyron met me, I was cutting hair. I was a barber.
No way.
Yeah. But I was also working in studios.
Very cool.
And then I see him at the barbershop, and then he at the studio too. And I was like, oh, what up, man? What you do? You know what I'm saying? So I figured out that he rapped, and then we just really kind of ended up being cool. But then we started making music together, and every time we made music together, it was always dope. But then, so life happens. He got married. I got divorced. then he got divorced.
Then I got divorced.
Oh, crazy. That happens.
Then, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, we were just kind of ended up back in each other's space, and that's whenever that phone call happened.
Yep.
And that's basically how the band got started. Is just being like, man, there's room in the game for a live band and for people who make music for the 30 plus, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be on the young stuff all the time. Like, you know, cause the music to me, in my opinion, has gotten too formulaic.
Yeah,
and me,
I agree.
The musician side of me just craves for you to look forward to, like, what are they gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, some, you know, like jazz, you know, improv and stuff like
Yes.
that. You know what I'm saying? So we have very heavy jazz elements, rock, soul, but you know what I'm saying, like anytime you sleep on us, we're gonna end up taking you in another direction, which y'all will see if you continue to listen to this radio program and hear some of these songs.
And we are going to, for sure.
It's crazy looking back. Like, we just started recording together, and it's like, and I record with other people, but I was like, I will always go back to our songs.
Yeah.
And this is 2011, 2012. So going back, I'm like, man, that song was nice, we did. So we would call each other up like, you know that song we did back in 2007? I'm like, yeah. Man, I was listening to the other day, it was dope. I'm like, I know, right? So it was just we just got that artistic relationship. And one thing about it, you know, especially being a rapper and working with a dope producer, a great producer is gonna allow you space to be creative.
Yep.
But he or she will also teach you how to do a song. And that's one of the main things I've learned from Phantom is that there's certain ways you can do songs. You don't have to, as a rapper, you don't have to kill bars or just be super lyrical all the time. Sometimes you can have songs we can just vibe out.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you can feel the energy between you two, by the way. It's very, very awesome.
Yeah.
And there's more than just you two.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We're just here for you two today, but I mean, there's a whole group.
You're right, because we cannot not mention Jasmine Trinae. Only reason she wasn't mentioned yet because she wasn't on that last song that we just played. Yeah. But anyway, Jasmine Trinae, singer that's with us. I was already kind of working closely with her on like podcasting and if I needed photography and stuff like that. Her and what's the name of Hard Press Studios? You know, they were always there. So anyway, she basically was already kind of singing, but she was just like, I want to get into singing. She never really, as far as I know, took singing serious. And I was like, you know, me and Kyron starting this band, you can come and I want to hear you, see what you got. I wasn't even expecting to be impressed, to be honest.
Man.
But whenever she came and she sang, I'm like, yo, I kind of like it. That's what's up.
Nice.
And then she has a look and everything. So,
she does have a look, and her voice is really cool.
Yeah. So, and she's bendable, like, you know what I'm saying, like. She gets it. She's not one track minded. Like, I only sing these type of songs, or I only want to do this and that, and have room to, like, you know, get into other areas. Like, you know, we did a jazz song and like, which I will hear if you keep listening. But at the end of the day, I was expecting her to be uncomfortable whenever I was like, yo, I want you to sing My Funny Valentine. But like, you know what I'm saying? Once I showed her the way I produced it, where we were going with it, like, she got it instantly. So it's always kind of been like that. And I've worked with singers who technically, on the technicalities of everything, might be better singers or have more notoriety or this or that. And a lot of times singers are hard to work with, but she's been very easy to work with. It's been fun every time. So.
I think as diverse as your band is and how big your band is, you need that kind of flexibility to be able to move with the creativeness that you're trying to do.
Right.
And more musicians should be more flexible. That, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody out there. You can be as stringent as you want. But I think the creativity process lends to what you guys are doing.
Right.
To be like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm loving it. What are we playing next?
We're gonna go to "Come Together."
Hey.
It's not the Beatles.
It's not the Beatles, but it's Beatles-esque.
All right.
It's basically so we were playing shows in the area where we kind of felt like we were that was really hot. So amongst ourselves, we called ourselves the Black Beatles. Right?
All right.
And, like I'm talking about, I wanted to do photo shoots of like recreate the imagery of the Beatles.
That would be kind of cool.
I know, I still kind of want to do it.
The hardcore Beatle people, they might get on your case a little bit, but
yeah, they probably would. So, but yeah, so we decided to recreate "Come Together," and it has elements of the original "Come Together," but it also has rapping in it. Really cool guitar solo. Of course, we had to put the signature bass line in it to give it that come together feel. You know what I'm saying? So
I do.
So yeah, that's what this is.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
And Tyron's from Ohio.
O-H-I-O. Yes, indeed.
Originally from Greensboro.
Right. Yeah.
Where are you from? Are you from?
I'm actually from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Whoa, local native.
Yeah.
And does everybody know you in Greensboro?
Yeah, I would say that.
Pretty much. Yep.
Basically. Yeah, they all know me. So I'm trying to do right by my city and help the city out.
You're doing a good job.
Do what I can.
I think this is awesome.
Make my mark.
Yeah.
You know.
Totally.
Yeah.
What about this album? Aside from past things you have done, stands out the most to you?
All right, so like I said, this is I told you off air. I'm most proud of this project, and one of the reasons I think is because of the unity, the working with different people that are involved in the project. You know what I'm saying? Because so basically I'm like a one-man band as a producer. I can actually play, I rap, I play multiple instruments. And so my previous albums, I would say I took on too much of the load. Although they were great albums in my opinion, I took on too much of the load and didn't pull from different resources. So just being older and wiser, I'm more willing to pull from different resources and allow my creativity and his creativity to come together and create something that neither one of us would have came up with alone. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
You're such a hippie.
Yeah.
You're such a hippie.
Yeah. So so in and out of the production side, writers, singers, musicians, but even other relationships, what I'm saying? We all can kind of work as a
That's why you're here.
And create this project.
Yeah.
Venus is involved. She's not a musician or not in the band technically.
But she is awesome.
But she's a big part of it.
Oh yeah.
So, just allowing myself to be open to, new experiences.
Yeah.
And not be one track minded of this is what hip hop is and this is what I want to be as an artist. And you know what I'm saying? Open yourself up.
Totally.
So you stop making that basic stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, I always like to bring up in any musician who comes on air here to state the obvious of the enormous amount of talent that is here in the Triangle, the Triad, and that you are encompassing it all in just one organization and the New Being Collective. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
and people should be doing more of this kind of thing.
Right, and then I would like to say also the concept wise, whenever we did talk about where we want to go with the album. And kind of what we already were doing with the band is there's a lot of history, and we basically are our ancestors, right? And
Yeah.
so we listen to music sometimes, and it's lacking because it's not pulling from the ancestors. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Like, you know, I mean, it's cool. We had like people like Sly and Family Stone, James Brown, Rick James.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then all the way up to the Tupacs and the NWAs, and like I wanted the album to incorporate all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
all
And I
of
think
the
it does.
history
I think
that's
you can
in
hear
black
a lot
music.
of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got some good the band, your influences, I'm assuming is a lot of your influence. You're just like, yeah, oh, yes.
Yeah. Thanks.
And I think sometimes it's all about understanding as an artist, you were a fan first.
Yeah,
Right.
that is
This
true.
is true. Yeah.
You're a
Very,
fan
very
before
true.
you even start doing it. So like Phantom was saying, like I know for me for the album, you know, while we was creating, we did it from a fan's perspective, like we learned so much about each other while he was doing it. I knew Phantom was dope as a producer, but he really loves jazz. And I was like, I didn't really know you liked jazz like that. So being around him and being creative, I started listening to jazz a lot differently.
Nice.
You know, so it's just one of those things to where when you do a project, just always remember what I've learned is that you got to be a fan first. You're a fan before you even started doing music. You were a fan first.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with continually learning
Right.
from the people that you're around, who you work with, who you play with. Because you know, some people just like, I know everything and this is how it is. But you don't. If you can't keep yourself open, like you keep saying,
As soon as you think
to
that,
learn from each other, then this is awesome.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Like,
We love you too.
What are we playing next?
oh man, speaking of Rick James, we're gonna go right on into the weekend.
Yeah.
So it's about it's a little bit of everything. Believing in yourself. You know, once you get it,
Nice.
then you can get away for the weekend.
I love
But
it.
you gotta believe in yourself first.
Absolutely.
What you see is believing, no more dreaming, 'cause we creeping on the weekend, on the weekend, on the weekend, on the weekend. What you see is believing, no more dreaming, 'cause we creeping on the weekend, on the weekend, on the weekend.
Sometimes girls just wanna have fun.